My name's John Everiss from John Everiss Design, and I've actually designed the whole garden and done most of the construction with my team. I've wanted to do a garden at Chelsea for a long time, and working with Nick Riley at Newground, we came up with a concept for helping young people through horticulture, and I've tried to encompass this in the design in quite a modern way, but in a way that people can understand what we're trying to get at. The garden actually starts with a wall. I always had in mind that it was something off a building site or something that's derelict, or got girders coming out of it. And the sculpture is actually leaning against this wall. The dry stone wallers have had working on this, are absolutely fantastic. Andy Loudon and his team. He's built the shape of the back of the sculpture into the wall. And this is sort of demonstrating how our sculpture is moving out from the background and moving into the future. She's been guided through the garden using a water feature, which is going to light her path through various obstacles which are represented by these towers. These towers become smaller, become smoother, and then eventually the plants, the healing plants I've used, which is rosemary and thyme, completely cover up, and they're just left with planting at the end. The actual hand of the sculpture is going to be dipped into the water of the water feature, so I've tried to represent this sculpture as being almost in despair, at a kind of low ebb, with no future and not thinking that there's anywhere to go. And the sculpture is actually reaching out and dipping the hand into the water, which is going to lead her to a better future. So it's about healing, it's about helping, and I'm using the water and also the plants to symbolise this. I put some viewing apertures through the wall that's just sort of, again, to make it look like girders. The idea is that if you stand behind the wall, and I want people visiting the show to be able to do this, is actually look through the view holes, just look down the garden to the water feature. But when you stand in front of the wall, you won't be able to see back the other way. And this symbolises that there's only one way that this person can go. You've only got to, the future can only get better, but you cannot look back to a past. I had some really good guys working on the garden with me, a team of dry stone wallers, led by Andy Loudon, who's probably one of the most famous wallers in the UK. We've even had a French waller, Dimitri, who's given us a sort of Gallic flavour to the show, and some younger wallers who are learning the trade, so it's fantastic. Again, all fits in with the theme that we're doing here.
Yeah, my name is Callum McKenzie. I'm from South Africa. I'm here through Myerscough College. I'm busy doing my NVQ level 3. John has explained the idea to me. I really like it. I think it's a great concept. I think it's also very visual compared to what I've seen around here.
My name is Antonio, and I come here, well, it's my first time in here. I work in Kensington Gardens, and because I'm doing the NVQ too, so I've been offered by John to come here. It's a very good experience for myself. Well, it's quite nice because for my first year, you know, John has been like very good to us. Before we start, he explained to us everything, so it really makes us feel like it's our own, like we're part of the project, you know. You know, in some gardens you see all different colors, but in here it's just like 2 or 3 colors, and that is what I never work with, just 2 or 3 colors. Normally I work with a lot of colors, but I'm quite, you know, happy with that. And John, the way John telling us about the way we put the stones, we match with the rusty steel, I reckon it's going to be quite nice.
There is a kind of palpable tension in the air about the show. It's quite addictive. You kind of, although I'm ahead of schedule, you do find that you feel like you have to hurry as well because everybody else is.
You can kind of tell from day to day, the closer it gets to D-Day, that there's a bit more anxiety. You notice a lot more of the flowers came in today. There's a lot more planting and things like that.
We're expecting probably getting on for 160,000 people at the show. Again, it's a lot of people in a very small space. It's incredibly well organised. We have a press day on Monday where we get the celebrities come in, which would be great to see some people that I've only seen on television before coming and have a look at my garden. And then the Queen obviously comes around in the evening. She comes to selected gardens, but you never know, it might be quite interesting for her to have a look at this because of its concept and its ideas behind it. Working with Nick Riley from Newground has been fantastic. They're a social enterprise organisation. They also have a charitable side. It's been fantastic help to young people in Lancashire. And Newground's enthusiasm for the project has really helped me push it through. They've helped me with sponsorship and also permanently relocating the project after the show.